friends. Today we're going to talk about how to plug in and unplug electronic items. Now, if the electronic item uses batteries, then we don't need to worry about this. But if a lot of electronics that we use do require us to plug them into the wall to get them to work. All right, so to plug something in, we first need to locate an outlet. Then we need our plug. Now, there are two kinds of plugs. The first kind has 3 prongs that will go into the outlet. And the other type of plug has 2 prongs to go into the outlet. And it doesn't really matter which side of the outlet that we use, but what does matter is where we plug the prongs in. All right, so if I want to plug this into the outlet, the first thing that I need to do is I need to know where I'm supposed to be holding this. Now, if I hold my plug by the cord, it's going to be really difficult for me to try and get it into the hole. It's all flimsy and floppy. So whenever we plug in and unplug, we need to hold the plug up on top, not by the flimsy cord, but by the hard piece, okay? And we use our pincher grip to hold it in place. The next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make sure that our prongs align properly with the plug. Now you can, if you look closely, you'll see that there's 2 prongs that line up right behind each other. And the third one is kind of like centered between them. Okay, so if I have a 3-pronged item, the prong that is by itself is going to go into the space of the outlet that is by itself. Okay, so I pinch, I line up my prongs, and I push in. And I want to make sure that I push in all the way, and that when I look at the plug, that it is all the way into the outlet and I don't see the metal from the prongs. All right, the same thing goes if I have a 2-pronged plug, okay? Except that if you look really, really closely, you're going to notice that one prong is a little bit wider than the other. And on most outlets, the wider space is the one that is on the bottom. So you're going to make sure that your thinner one is on top and your wider one is on the bottom. You're going to hold by the chunky part, not by the flimsy cord, and you are going to line them up, plug it in, and push all the way in. Now, something else that's really important. The only thing that goes into your outlet is the prong. Never put anything else in it. If it gets stuck, ask for help. All right. Now, to unplug, we're going to hold the cord by the same part. That thick piece or the chunky part is what we're going to use to pull it out of the outlet. Never, ever, ever use the cord to yank and pull. Always hold and unplug by the top, the same part that we used to plug in. All right, so I'm going to start with my white cord here. I'm going to make sure that I grab firmly and I pinch my fingers next to it and I pull out. And look, do you see where I was holding it? Yep, by the chunky part, not by the cord. Again, I'm going to pinch. And sometimes if you pinch and you pull and your fingers slide, then go ahead and use your fingers to pinch, but then also use your extra fingers to wrap around the cord and to pull out. So I'm going to pinch, wrap my fingers around, and pull straight out. Okay, again, notice I did not grab down here. And there's a reason for that. 1, it's kind of hard. 2, if you have a cord, like you're charging your phone or your iPad or your tablet, if you grab by the cord and you pull out, you're going to end up pulling out the adapter piece, and this piece is still going to be in the wall. The next reason is that if you grabbed by the cord to pull this out, the part that goes into the plug or the part that's right here is going to become loose. And eventually it's going to become frayed, and then you won't be able to get power to your item that you need power to. Okay, it's going to become frayed and it won't work. And it can also become a fire hazard and become dangerous. So we always must remember to grab and pull straight out by the chunky part of the plug, not by the cord. All right, there's something else that I want to talk about, and that's plugging in to your device itself before you charge it. So I have here my phone. I want to charge my phone. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to get the other piece of my cord that plugs into the port on my phone. All right, so very similarly, I'm going to pinch and I'm going to insert it and I'm going to push it in until I hear like a little click or a little sound that lets me know that it's all the way in. And then I'm going to plug into my outlet. Now, when I'm finished, I can unplug by pinching and pulling, but then this is also important. We're going to follow the same rule to unplug this as we did to unplug from the outlet. I'm going to grab the thick part, not the cord, but the thick part, and I'm going to pull straight out. Same thing. These chargers, the part that connects is very weak and loose, and the more you pull on the cord to get it out, it's going to loosen that connection, and then it won't work to charge your item. Same thing with our laptops and our Chromebooks, okay? Sometimes we get that low battery signal and it's time to plug in. All right, so we get our charger cord, we get our plug, we go right into the side of our device. Again, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pinch and hold my charger, and I'm going to plug it right into the side here. I'm going to push until I hear it click, and then I'm going to grab my cord, pinch my cord, line up the single prong on the correct side, push all the way in, and now my laptop is charging. All right, when it's done or when class is over and it's time to pack up my Chromebook, again, I don't grab the cord. I grab the thick part of the plug and I pull straight out. Oops, it came unplugged from here. And then when I unplug my Chromebook, I'm going to pinch right here and I'm going to pull straight out. I'm not going to grab the cord. Okay, and I want to make sure that I pull straight out so that I don't loosen the connection or damage the port. So I'm going to pinch and pull straight out. All right, so always remember, do not plug and unplug by holding the cords. Always pinch by the plug or by the other end, the thick part. All right, see you later.